So today we visit the Bryson House. John Bates Bryson was born in Nova Scotia in 1864 and came to New Westminster in the 1880s, where he worked as a blacksmith. Here he married and had a young daughter. When Bryson's wife passed away in 1894, he left his young daughter with her grandparents and headed to Ashcroft. Here he worked for Isaac Lehman, then partnered with J.C. Smith when they established their own blacksmith shop, Smith and Bryson. In 1900, J.B. bought himself a lot at the corner of 6th and Brink. In early August, materials arrived on the lot, and the newspaper reported that it was to be a 2-story cottage-roofed house, and according to the plans, it would be a more up-to-date style than most of the other houses in Ashcroft. By August 11th, the work had started, with George Lewis and Archie Stewart named as contractors, with J.B. Bryson supplying the material. In September, more news clippings stating that the Bryson cottage will be one of the best constructed and prettiest dwellings in town, and that it makes a decided improvement to the south end of Brink Street. By the end of October, the house was complete, and again a newspaper clipping appeared. J.B. Bryson's dwelling on Brink Street, which is just about completed, is one of the most modern dwellings in Ashcroft. It is a story and a half, nicely ornamented on the outside, with a large bay window on the front, and has a stone foundation, the cellar being lined with stone. The hall is large and lighted by a fancy colored window. Both the parlor and sitting rooms are of convenient size, and in the latter is a fire grate with brass fixtures and mantel of curly maple. The bedrooms, bathroom, and roomy kitchen all combine to make it a desirable dwelling. It will be occupied by D. Murphy on his return from his bridal trip. So although the house was built by Bryson, its first tenants were lawyer Dennis Murphy and his new bride Maud. In 1902, the Murphys put up an extensive addition on the dwelling and made other changes as well. At one time, the house had a wraparound porch. The Murphys had 5 children that were born in the house, including twin boys in 1907. The Murphys resided in the house until 1909. John Bates Bryson remarried in 1904 to Minnie Carson, and they lived at Pavilion and raised a family. When their children grew older, the 4 oldest boys attended school in Ashcroft, and during the school year the boys lived with their mother in the house that J.B. had built in 1900. It was also here in the house in 1919 that Bryson's oldest daughter was married. The house has had different occupants over the years. At one time, the bedrooms upstairs were rented out to boarders, and the rooms had different numbers over the doors. Many of the house's original features have been preserved, including the fancy glass window located beside the front door entrance, a pocket door, the original curly maple mantel that J.B. built and carries his initials. You can see from the early photo and the later photo that the house has also maintained many of its original exterior features.